AITA for getting jealous over my ex best friend and my boyfriend?
Advice needed.
Context:
My boyfriend and I have been dating for almost 9 months.
When we first started dating, I started spending more time with him rather than with my friend group, let's call it friend group A, which is a bad move on my part to be honest, but I have strict parents and not enough time in the day to hang out with both of them.
It's not like I completely ditched them. I tried to split my time half-half, but it was really difficult to. None of them really had a problem with this except my best friend, also F.
Now, again back then we just started dating, and I was blinded to see that I was ditching my best friend.
So again, that's my fault.
A few months after we started dating, my boyfriend and I hung out with some more people as well, and soon we became something close to a friend group B.
BTW, I hadn't ditched friend group A, I still spent time with both of them. Friend group B consisted of most of my BGS friends, though I'm pretty much friends with his friends, so it was fine for me.
One day, I invited my best friend to join friend group B because she was closer to 2 of the friends in friend group B than A anyways. Everything was going pretty good with friend group B until my parents thought they were bad influences and told me to stop hanging out with them. Of course, I listened because, well, they're my parents and I didn't want to make them mad. I ended up going back to friend group A, sometimes visiting friend group B mainly to see my BF, but here's the funny part.
My best friend didn't come with me.
Now, I get that she was closer with some of the people in friend group B than A, and I wanted to be happy for her, because she seemed happy, but I was already really unhappy getting forced to leave friend group B, and it just sucks she didn't seem to care. We barely talked because we never saw each other anymore, and when we did see each other it seemed awkward or forced, nothing like how best friends are supposed to act. I always tried to muster up the courage to speak to her about it, but I was always scared it would ruin our friendship, even if it was dangling by a thread. As I couldn't do anything about it, I decided to just leave it alone, and perhaps things will just fall into place one day.
Oh, how wrong I was, so I left it alone.
I just hung out with friend group A and minded my own business, and I was completely out of the loop of friend group B, beside the occasional visits.
When these visits happened, I noticed my boyfriend and my best friend starting to get kinda close.
They knew a lot about each other and each other's weird eras, e.g. my best friend's old anime phase, and had a lot of inside jokes.
I, being the one who introduced them to each other, of course tried to ignore it and be happy for them since I had originally wanted them to be friends, but now I was really regretting it.
Soon enough, I noticed them texting constantly. Snap number 1 best friend for 2 months plus goes crazy, playing video games together, even with my best friend's little sister, like what? And hanging out and going to lunch together. Okay, this was usually with friend group B as well, but I thought it was weird my best friend was able to go out so much since she had strict parents like I did, even stricter actually, and we went out like once a month, but suddenly she was able to go out with friend group B so often.
Also, whenever I went to go visit my boyfriend and friend group B, I would see them interacting and felt like I was being left out.
Honestly, I felt left out of friend group B entirely, but that's another story. To be fair, these activities were pretty friendly, but I just felt like there were some weird areas. I won't get into it since this is getting way too long. Or maybe I'm just a really jealous person. Actually, that might be it.
I thought about 2 solutions. 1.
I tell my boyfriend how uncomfortable I feel around the 2 of them, and make him cut her off, but this could risk my best friend getting mad at me. Okay, I'm making this whole thing out to be like my best friend's an evil villain and I'm sure she's not, or she wasn't, I'm not sure anymore, but I'm just really uncomfortable with what could be going on behind my back. I do trust my boyfriend, I'm just worried about how much my best friend has changed and if she'll backstab me. Also, I'd feel really controlling even though I know he would 100% understand. It just feels weird to me, if that makes sense. Like, he has told me to cut contact with people and I've had no problem with that, but I've never told anyone to do that before and I'm scared he'll get offended. I don't trust him. And they're so close, I feel like I'd be ruining their friendship. I don't know, okay, I have no idea what to do.
2. I tell my best friend everything she's done and how it really hurt me and try to make her understand. Yeah, that seems like a better solution, so I did just that. I told her everything that pissed me off, and how I felt uncomfortable around them.
She seemed to have understood, keyword, seemed to, and apologized and felt the same way as I did about our friendship drifting. She also emphasized how she and my boyfriend were not that close anymore, but I definitely disagree with that. also agreed by another close friend in friend group B. And though she seemed to understand and said she would change, I do see changes in our friendship and out dynamic, even if it's not a big one, but I don't think she understood just how uncomfortable I was with her and my boyfriend, because I didn't see a change there. So the conclusion is, my boyfriend is really close friends with my best friend, now ex-best friend Ig, even if they don't admit it, but it's fairly obvious. I'm trying to be okay with it since I introduced them to each other because I wanted them to get to know each other, but I'm really struggling to not break into tears every time I see them talking or sitting together, or honestly everything they do together.
I have no idea what to do to stop feeling like this. Am I making it sound really serious when it's not? What do you guys think? What should I do?
P.S. Sorry this is so long, I haven't talked to anyone about the true depth of this, but it's seriously unhealthy.
This is my first Reddit post, so I should make any changes, let me know. Also let me know if you guys have any questions. Thank you.